Okay, so this is fresh out of the shower, and I thought I'd add my products in and then I will blow dry it and come back. So I'm gonna show you what I use. So I'm gonna add this Healthy Sexy Hair Soy Renewal. The nice thing about this is that it not only is just a soy treatment, it's also a heat protectant, anti-frizz, does like 100 other things. So I really like that because it does like a million things and I don't have to add an additional heat protectant too. So I really like that. And then I've been using this stuff, the Silk Therapy, the BioSilk leave-in conditioner. I don't know, it's been working pretty good for me just to make sure that my hair doesn't get fried because my hair is so long and it's color treated and I use hot tools every day on it. I've really been lucky that it seems like these two have kind of done the trick. So, okay guys, I'm gonna go blow dry my hair, put in my stuff, and I'll come back and we will get down to business. Okay guys, so I'm back. Now, I just blow dried my hair and I put all the stuff in, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to take just a little bit more of this soy renewal because it is an added heat protectant. I'm just going to put a little bit more on just because I have so much hair and you got to be good to your hair because it's the only hair you got. So I'm going to add some more of that in. And then I always like to take and section my hair. I'll section this top part first. And then I always take like just a regular duckbill clip and do my bangs, and so that they're out of the way. And then I take a smaller section from around the back. So it's basically like you take two sections, your top and your bottom, and then you section it again. I like to do two sections because the smaller the section, the straighter it'll be. And I'm using Paul Mitchell's Pro Tools. This is what I prefer to use. And then you just start at the root. I don't know if you can see this. And then just slowly go all the way down. And then I always just do one more pass. You can see how much straighter that is. If you can see that. I always like to use a comb afterwards, just because it gets all the tangles out. It should take you, I don't know, depending on your hair length, approximately like, I'd say about 12 to 15 seconds to get to the end of your hair. The less times that you have to go over your hair, the better. The better it is for your hair. See, that was pretty quick already. And then you can see how straight it is from the back. So then I take this next section down. I have a lot of hair, so I always brush through it. And then comb right up to your scalp. Slowly go down to the ends. See, I like my hair super, super straight. I did forget to mention that one of the things I did put on my hair right before I blow dry it, when it's just a little damp, is Big Sexy Hair's root pump. I just spray it into my hand and then just put it on top. I know it says straight sexy hair, but I like to have a little bit of something in the top, not just like stuck to my head. I think it looks a little bit nicer. So then you just keep going around. Sometimes I need to use the brush because I'm uncoordinated. So there. can see that soy renewal stuff just makes it like so easy to glide through your hair. Okay, so then you take your next section. So it's basically like the top section's first section, if that makes sense. Top's always a little harder to do just because that's what everybody sees is the top of your hair, you know. Your bottom's not that big of a deal, but you want to make sure the top looks good. I always kind of curve it in just a tad at the ends, just so that you don't have that like hair hanging all over thing that some people end up having. And then again, right into the scalp, slowly all the way to the end. I also have this pretty handy little tool. I don't use it all the time, just because sometimes it just doesn't work very well. Maybe I'm just uncoordinated that day, but it's kind of neat that you can just go like this. It's got like a little thing that you kind of would slide through first to grab the hair, and then a comb so you can comb through it easily. It does make your hair pretty easy to whip through. So maybe we'll use that. And then last layer. See how I got a little bit of lift? I do like that little bit of lift that I get. And then the top, I always kind of take it out to the side a little bit. That way you're not like yanking down on your hair, so that you can keep that little tiny bit of volume that you have. And then just turn it down. And see, my friend Lauren, who cuts my hair, she always gives it a little bit of texture so that it kind of lays a certain way. When I blow dry my bangs, to get them to like do this like side flip thing here, when you blow dry, you're going to blow dry opposite. So then when you continue blow drying, then you come over and you just shoot it down, and then you can flat iron to get them to the exact place that you like. I personally like them in a little bit in my eyes. I know I shouldn't, but this tool is pretty handy. See, and then you can grab it like from the row up here. And when I get to the back, I always tilt my head back a little bit, and like right in this crown area, I take that little piece in the crown. You can see like that much. And then I just go right over it really good, straight up. That way you can keep that little bit of lift. you can just kind of fix your bangs to however you need them. If you need to, you can take and like pull your flat iron across and over. That kind of directs them a little bit, gives them a little heat direction. That way when they cool down, they'll have a little bit of elasticity memory, kind of like where they're supposed to be. If you're concerned about them not staying where they're supposed to be, take that duckbill clip, and then after you go over it with the heat, like that, take your clip and just let it sit there for a little bit and let it cool down. I always find that if I do that, that the side part, bang, flip over, seems to stay in place better. I also will use a little bit of spray wax if I have to keep them where they belong. And then when, I'm not going to do it right now because I'm not going anywhere, but when I would get ready to go somewhere, I would use this Smooth and Seal. It's a aerated anti-frizz and shine spray, and you just spray it all over, and then I kind of just smooth everything down. But so this would be the final look, and you can see it's not completely straight. Well, it's straight down here, but it's got a little bit of a lift at the root, which is what I like. So hopefully this was helpful. If you guys have any questions, just email me and I will try to answer your questions. Thanks, guys. Don't forget to subscribe.